Welcome to CELTICS Post Game Show. I'm Bobby Manning, that's Taylor McLeod.
Yes,
First
sir.
one of year number 10 here on CLNS Media. We're brought to you by HelloFresh, betonline.ag on the CELTICS Post Game Show, where Boston lost 107-93. Defense was the big question going into this year, and Brad came out with a strategy. I love that this team's coachable, and in the opening minutes of this one, there was some hope. Tatum, Cantor, double teaming guys.
Yeah, I mean, obviously coming into a game like this against the Sixers, you worry about Joel Embiid, you worry about Ben Simmons, and you especially worry about Joel Embiid when you've got Enes Kanter, who has been known for a while now as a defensive liability in your starting lineup. I thought their early strategy of letting Kanter guard man and then having whoever was guarding Simmons, if he got to that corner, kind of sag on the backside to help. I think with Simmons, his inability to shoot, you're going to have a lot of that kind of defense against Philly, where you help against Embiid. Other teams where you have a better shooting point guard, it might be different, but you also don't have Joel Embiid down there. I like the strategy tonight, and like you said, I think this team is coachable, and they play hard.
And with the wings, we saw what it was going to look like. Cantor, a surprise start at center, but they were able to back him down, keep him close to the basket. All of the wings were aggressively pursuing their assignments. They were forcing steals, jumping passing lanes in the beginning end of this one, and they forced a ton of turnovers tonight. The issue came when they got Horford on the ball, they got Embiid in these post-ups, and Mike Scott came in and started cutting to the basket at a fantastic rate. They moved Simmons off the ball on the cuts from Harris and Embiid late in that second quarter. That's what started the 19-2 run that won Philly this game.
Yeah, I mean, and you look at foul trouble, obviously everyone's going to point their fingers at Jaylen Brown because of that new contract, because he didn't play well in his first game after getting over $100 million. Obviously, that's an overreaction, but they're not wrong in the sense that he can't do that. I think a lot of his problems come from defending too hard, not necessarily smart enough. He's an incredible defender, so I'm not worried about it, but you can't have those fouls, and Rob Williams had a nice block tonight, but even he's still jumping a lot. So I think once this defense calms down, the players calm down, Brad will be able to install his system, and it'll be, it'll get to a place we're happy with.
Marcus Smart sported the Puma slides.
Yeah.
And it previewed what we saw tonight. The suede Pumas on the court?
It looked like the suede Pumas, but they're not. They're close, though.
So after all, yeah, he came up a little lame with his ankle in this one, and Taylor had some ideas of what the shoes were playing into that one. But Smart, you expect a little bit more from him in terms of defensive impact in one like this. I'm worried about this team from the simple fact of first quarters, beginning of halftime, right out of halftime.
Yeah.
They're going to be seeing big lineups that just expose their sheer lack of size out there.
When they see those big lineups, it's their job to score more points on their side. It's their job to expose the deficiencies of those big teams. You throw out a lineup like Philly's, you don't have a guy who can really hang with Kemba in terms of speed. Mike Scott came out on him one time and Kemba ran straight by him, straight line drive. So, it's just about capitalizing on the advantages they do have to minimize the deficiencies they have.
It's going to be another tough one on Friday when they return to TD Garden opening night, where they're going to see the Raptors, who went all three-point layups in that win over the Pelicans on opening night. They were prolific. They have size. They have shooters. They have experience. Van Fleet and Siakam both went for 30 points. So the Celtics, the defense is the big question of the season. Can Brad coach them up? Or are there deficiencies on that end too great to overcome? They do give up 107 here to 93. Offensive rebounds killed them late, and they are 0-1 to start this season. Bobby Manning, Taylor McLeod. You can listen to the Celtics postgame show every night on CLNS Media.